We've got Michael in Pennsylvania. You're on with Justin and Matt. How are you?
Hello?
Is this Michael in Pennsylvania? You're on the show.
Yes, hi, I'm sorry. So I'm a theist, and I struggle with my belief in a God, but the one thing that keeps me from publicly stating and coming out, if you will, as an atheist, is that it's too close to communism and collectivism generally.
No, it's not.
I've only come upon this.
Michael, atheism
Yes.
Theism and atheism address whether or not you believe in God. It tells you nothing at all about whether or not what political or financial, ideologies you might adhere to. So, when you say you're a theist, and the only thing that, or one of the thing that's most keeping you from identifying as an atheist is that it's too close to communism, that tells me A, that you don't really care about the truth or honesty, and B, that you don't know what atheism is. So, do you believe?
Let me explain.
Do you believe that there's a God? Yes or no?
Well, I'm not sure.
Are you convinced that Are you convinced that there is a God?
No, I'm not convinced, but if I may explain.
Well, you're an atheist.
Go ahead.
If you have any honesty as an atheist, you must reject the American founding.
No.
Because in our Declaration, it's an American belief in our Declaration that our rights come from our Creator.
No.
So as an atheist, logically, you must believe that our rights.
Michael, but
there's no Creator.
Michael, but you're monumentally wrong. First of all, the Declaration of Independence is not a legal binding document that has anything to do with what one must believe or adhere to be or to accept the foundation of America. The Constitution of America is a godless document, a secular document, and only makes mention of religion to prohibit any religious test for government. The Constitution is the founding document of the United States of America, and apart from the traditional date at the bottom, it doesn't mention a God. So there's nothing about being an atheist that makes me fly in the face of the foundations of America.
Now, I understand. I understand what you're saying, but when it comes to human rights and where rights are coming from,
rights are granted by the people through the Constitution.
Right. I understand what you're saying, but if you allow me to finish. As an atheist, you do not believe in a creator. So therefore, our rights come from, as Mao would say, the barrel of a gun. So as an atheist, you stand closer to Mao than you do the American founders.
I don't care. So first of all, I don't agree that you're correct. But second of all, I don't care. Because I'm not bound to what somebody believed a couple hundred years ago. We have a constitution. It's a living document that can change. I believe and am fond of what America is supposed to be and should be. I don't think America is that right now. I think America is a reprehensible abomination in a number of different categories. Okay,
well, I'm glad you made that point clear. I would disagree on the premise that you think the Constitution is a living document, but that's, a debate for another time.
No, Michael,
that's amendments.
Michael, that's not a debate. That is a definition. It as long as the document is able to be amended, it is by definition a living document.
Well, the amendment process is different than what I think traditional people say when they mean a living document.
Can the Constitution? No, I'm done with this. You got anything you want to talk about, Justin? Go ahead.
I think the only
here to be stupidly saying no, you're wrong about the Constitution when we're talking. It's just I'm not. It's just a fact.
I mean, it seems if your hang up is on the word creator, it seems to me that my parents created me. So I don't see how there needs to be any God or supernatural process involved with creator if that's your hang up. I mean, if they wanted to say God, they could have said God, but they said creator, which I think is broad enough to apply to non-supernatural agents. That would be the only thing that I would.
Right. No, I'm just saying that my discomfort from calling and being in publicly saying that I'm an atheist is the fact that I believe that rights are inalienable like our founders did. And I know the Declaration is not the Constitution, and I completely understand that point. But atheism has traditionally, rejected a creator and therefore is closer to a belief that
fucking
rights come from power.
It make what fucking difference does it make whether or not I think the rights come from a creator or the rights come from the people? This is a government of the people, by the people, for the people. You have the rights that the people agree that you have, and you argue and elect representatives to argue for what rights you should have. You are coming in here with a misunderstanding about atheism, talking about how you're reluctant to call yourself an atheist. I don't give a shit what you call yourself. But if you're going to say that you're afraid to call yourself an atheist because somebody might think that you don't think rights come from God, then maybe you're not an atheist, because rights don't come from God.
Right, and rights come from the barrel of a gun.
You want to just end with that? Is that good for you, Michael?
So, I mean,
Yeah, no, we'll end with that.
Good way to end. Yeah.